And welcome back to, I think we're on episode 3 or 4 now. Following behind Ardro here for the start of our Mistcraft room. He's looking for a good place to find, to place the writing desk. And from here, all of our books and our so-called Nexus will be made, giving us the ability to jump to and from everybody's bases. As you can see, he just placed it. It is a 2-wide block placed just like a bed. If you right click on it, you get this inventory, which doesn't look like much. On the left side here, you will be placing a notebook, which is 9 pieces of paper in a crafting grid. It will be used to store all of your discovered aspects, all the different marks you can put in your book for creating a new age, which is what Mistcraft is for. And there you can see Ardro just put in a creatively spawned notebook because the server we're on is less than ideal, so we can't just spawn ages and ages to get all of these options. The tabs here each have different options. This is a biome controller. It controls how the biomes are spawned in, or in how many. These are all of the biomes that are in here. With the Extra Biomes XL add-on mod, it adds several new ones, like the Alpine, Autumn Woods, Beaches, Vanilla. If you like birch woods, find a birch forest, and all the trees in there are the white trunked birches. You can also change the lighting, bright, dark, and standard, different sky colors, fog, sunset, options, caves, crystals, glowstones, and stuff like that. Next up is the terrain generation, which defines what type of world it's going to be. It could be a void age where you spawn on a very small platform and nothing else except the occasional oil well will generate, so it's entirely man-made and very good for mob grinders and the such. Standard terrain is just let the world generate like normal. Flatland is like the vanilla option. Based on the biomes, the flat starts at a different Y level. A beach might be Y level 40, whereas a mountain ridge is 120 plus. And then you have a cave world, where it's mostly standard generation, except the entire world is covered and it's made into a cave. This is quite risky to generate because there's guaranteed to be large amounts of gravel that will start falling as soon as you load the world, which more often than not will crash your game and you'll have to reload, and hopefully the world will still be there. Up next is the time tab. Bunch of different options. You can have eternal day, eternal dusk, evening, eternal night. You can have time go by twice as fast. You can have the standard day-night cycle, or you can have time go by slower. You can see there Ardro just put in a descriptive book, which is how you create a new age. This is going to be our Nexus book. He is deciding now what symbols to put in, so he started with the weather tab, which was next. You see here no weather, normal weather, slow, overcast, just all the different weathers. And the last tab is world modifier, All of these are guaranteed to add a fair amount of corruption to your world. Whether the sun sets you on fire, you're constantly poisoned, or you mine at about 1/10 normal speed. The options he has chosen are no weather, eternal day, and void. And now Ardro has finished the book. He has decided on no weather, eternal day, void age, blue sky, green sky, blue sky. It takes an average of the first two, so blue plus green. It takes that result and then averages it to blue sky again. So this will be slightly more blue than green. It is a bright age, so even if you're inside a structure with zero access to sunlight, it will appear to you as if you are in full sunlight. However, mobs will still spawn if they are able to. It is also a single biome, so it will, if there were land, it would be only plains. So we'll go generate this world, build a little bit, and give you a quick view of what it turns out like. Apparently something interesting happened during... Oh, never mind. Something interesting happened during the spawning of this age, and it added the wooden tendrils option. Sometimes it randomizes to that, and this is... The game itself decided to add this, which is how you normally discover stuff like this. So as far as a Nexus world goes, I'm not a fan. And there you can see over there is some oil. So we're going to see if we want to keep this world and clear it out a bit, or regenerate again. So we'll decide on that and be back in a bit. And we're back. So we decided to keep the world, and we're just going to clear it out a bit. Since we have tree cap, I made a wooden axe just to test and make sure it didn't destroy everything, because the axe would break quickly. So we'll work on clearing this out, get something built up, and continue from there. Okay, the Nexus base is getting put on hold for a moment. We found a fun little Thaumcraft secret type item, rather rare-ish. It's called the Thaum Secret over there, and everybody is now gearing up for that, getting rid of all the unnecessary items in case it goes poorly, which I am expecting it to. I'm not real optimistic about our odds of all of us surviving anyway, since my suit is completely damaged. I will be taking health hits every time. It would seem that my buried stash has been discovered. I forgot to cover it back up, and now everybody else is doing the same thing. But since I know they're doing it, I'll be able to look if I want. And it'll be kind of entertaining to see where they all end up. So we're gonna finish getting set up, and next time we will be at the Thaum Secret. And now that everybody's ready, we are on our way. As you can see, it's about 300 meters away, and there's a full string of people behind me, since I'm the only one that knows where this is for now. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to find on the inside, but it should be interesting, I hope. We found a village right next to the dungeon, so one of our other members has fortified it with fences, so mobs can't get in and villagers can't get out. This is an impressive amount of work and a lot of wood. This biome, by the way, is called Autumn Woods. Each of those different colored trees drops a sapling of their color. And that well was naturally spawned at that size. Now we're actually in the village. It's been pretty much cleaned out. There's still some bookshelves in there. This is the Thaumcraft room. And apparently I missed this one, so. And her stuff has just been found. So we're gonna go see what she actually had. Lots of wood and stuff. Well, she's done a bit of mining anyway. And now to the dungeon we go. Alrighty, head to the Great Wood Tree, wherever it was. And those bars. And now we pause and let Altari catch up. And everybody's set, we're here. And now we're breaking in. I break it down, somebody else takes the lead. In the middle of here there are a lot of spawners. And oh my. And Amp just got in the way apparently. So I'm just gonna stay out of the way and and here we have a bunch of books. An enchanted book in this one, Projectile Protection 1. And as you can see, arrows stick in people now. And he's pulling the chest up. We shall leave the spawners up, but lit, so we can use them later. Later on we can use the Soul Shards mod to create spawners elsewhere. And that, if we had a little more research into the Goggles of Revealing, there would be a rather large node in the middle there that I believe will be a chaos, so there will be wisps and stuff spawning anyway. And now we're heading back to base, and I shall see you once we get there. And now we are on the final approach back to base, walking by our two great wood trees. Well, 2.5. It looks like somebody started to cut one down and broke their axe, so I'll have to climb up and finish that off later. Probably finish off these other two as well. Go back and feed all the animals again. I just recently went back and destroyed all the cows for their leather. The flower bed has slight modifications, added some indigo flowers and some tiny cactus, which you might have noticed earlier. The dungeon itself, beyond the 2 spawners we saw, also had an enchanted book, knowledge fragment, and a thaumium sword, which can be enchanted easier than a standard iron sword. So I think it gets a bonus when enchanting. And that was the result of that little excursion. So I'm going to go clean stuff up, grab my items back, and decide what to do from there. And we're back again. Just had a thought. We're to the point now where the base is stable, and the base is stable, so all the shared stuff is to an acceptable level. So I think it's time that we start grabbing some materials and moving over there past the Red Mountain there. If you could see farther back beyond Sim Home, you have home right there. It's a nice little forest that I scouted out last night, and I'm going to be building my private base there. It's entirely coincidental that it was so close to where Sim was, but I guess Ardro is his name, so that's where we'll go. So, gonna wrap it up for this episode. Next time we come on, we should have a decent start to the next base. So we'll see you next time.